Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So the new keyword coming up here in just moments, about 120 seconds for the 21 Pilots tickets and for a chance at the Q101 Golden Ticket, the greatest radio prize in history. You will go to everything Q101 does for an entire year, from Riot Fest to Riot Fest. Just a few minutes away, we'll have the new word for you, the new keyword. Now, right at this time yesterday, we talked about the woman from Dalton, not Tiffany Henyard, but another woman who ripped off the Harvey School District for $1.5 million in chicken wings. And this story is, of course, on our social media. You can go back and recap it there on the podcast, our discussion of it yesterday, right at this time, right around 8:20, 8:25. Now, something happened in the last 24 hours we didn't expect. There's a football player named Chris Jones from the Kansas City Chiefs, a great elite defensive tackle, and he tweeted out, "I'll pay for the wings that she stole to get her free," on the news story. Now, Chris Jones just signed a contract for $158 million, one of the largest in NFL history for a defensive tackle, and his career earnings are approaching $250 million.
Doing pretty good.
He's doing all right. Now, I don't know, when you sit around like that and you have that kind of money, you just kind of go, well, I'm certainly going to get this lady out of this chicken wing scandal thing out of jail. I've got to get her out at this point. It doesn't seem like if he's joking or he's serious. Now, the problem is he could give $1.5 million. It's not going to get her out of jail. She was convicted in a criminal courthouse of...
He could pay bail, I suppose. She could be out.
No, she can't get out. She's done. She's been sentenced to 9 years in jail.
Like, okay, we're done talking about it. She's in there.
We're past the
no
court.
longer up for discussion.
Yeah, the court process is over. And she admitted guilt, a former food service director for the Harvey School District 152. She pled guilty earlier this month for the 9 years in prison, probably because she was getting threatened with more time in jail. She stole 11,000 cases of chicken wings during the pandemic. She basically ordered through the school, but then they never went to the school or the kids that were getting homeschool food lunches and stuff like that. And so she basically used the system to get $1.5 million in chicken wings.
Listen, I could understand if this is a Robin Hood effect, why you'd want to break her out. It's never going to steal, but say she somehow hoodwinked a billionaire and then brought all that food to a homeless shelter or, a children's hospital or something like that. The Ronald McDonald House, she did something like that. And this guy's like, I want to help her. She had these amazing intentions. She wanted to spread wealth, even though stealing's never good. She stole from the kids. I just feel like there's better, if you are in the mood to donate $1.5 million, I feel like that could help so many other people.
Well, maybe to a food bank in the Harvey School District area would be great.
That would be lovely.
That would be wonderful. We do a food drive every year. God bless the gravy. And, $1 makes 3 meals. So he would have 4.5 million meals for people of Harvey and that area. That'd be great, Chris. Now, I don't know if he's joking here or not, but maybe you have $158 million laying around and you just want to throw it around and have some fun.
$1.5 million being a joke is quite the life.
Quite the life.
I love that.
We verified it was 4.4 million wings, by the way, and we have no new information on if we can get that amount of wings to fill up the studio, to see if it would fill up our studio from floor to ceiling, wall to wall.
Well, we don't have the information on whether it would fill up the studio. I have the information on no, we can't bring 4 million wings in here.
Who said that?
I did.
Oh, well.
I don't have a wing supplier like that. I have connections. I don't have those connections.
Oh, is your only worry about finding 4.4 million wings?
It is. It is my only worry. Yeah, it's the only thing I'm worried about.
That shouldn't be hard to find.
Well, I'm just saying that I thought maybe management said you can't stack wings, 4 million wings up to see if they fit the studio.
I made an executive decision to not ask management. I just have a feeling it's not possible.
Well, that's no good.
I am sorry. I'm not committed. I know.
You're supposed to be a helper of fun.
I showed my true colors. I apologize.
You really did.
I know. It's too bad.
Kenzie, do you think that'd be fun to stack wings floor to floor, ceiling to ceiling, floor to ceiling?
Can I get a little plate first? A little snack before I start? You know how I get when I'm hungry.
So now I have to get 4.5 million wings because you're going to want to snack.
She's not eating 500,000 or 100,000 wings.
Yeah, just a little something before we start. That's quite the project.
You need 4.4 million 12 wings. So 4.4, 12.
How many does that mean I'm eating?
12.
Oh, that's fine. I would love 12 wings.
I know what you're saying. You're saying 4.4 million and 12.
How do you say that? 4,400,000 and 12 wings.
Thank
and
you.
12.
Now I understand.
Yeah. And get her some.
It's 0.12. I didn't know what that meant.
Get her
I
some.
was like 0.1/12 of a wing. I'm still gonna be very hungry.
Get her some celery and ranch too, Kenzie.
Oh, I'm more of a blue cheese girl with the wings.
Thank God.
Okay.
I'm with you.
I thought I was going to get attacked.
No, I hate ranch.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Okay, so
I
Case,
love a little blue cheese.
here's what you need to do after the show. 4,412 wings. Get Kenzie some celery, carrots, and some blue cheese.
Don't bring me ranch. And I would love buffalo. I'm more of a buffalo sauce girl. What do you want in yours, Brian?
Wait, you want buffalo sauce with your wings?
Yeah, like on it.
But
Buffalo style, buffalo
Yeah,
flavor.
buffalo. What do you want on yours, Brian?
I'll take garlic parm then.
Okay, so let's do garlic parm.
that's gonna be so stinky.
Buffalo. Okay, so are you writing this? You're not even writing it down.
Oh my
Wait,
God,
then, wait, I need 12 too then, so I need 4.4 million and 24 wings.
Yeah.
Okay. Think about everybody listening. Think about how much 4 million of something is. And that's the amount of chicken wings that were stolen. We don't have 4 million of any one individual thing that I know of.
I'm not sure if I can go on with the show without knowing if the studio can fit 4.4 million wings wall to wall, ceiling to floor. Because I keep visioning it.
Visioning it or envisioning it?
Envisioning it.
Well, okay, so I guess here's the end game. Here's what I want to know.
Okay.
We fill the studio with 4 million wings, right?
Yeah.
Then what?
You clean it up. Duh.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not like you're busy.
Come on. Jeez, you moron.
Now is your chance to qualify for the golden ticket. Please don't text and drive. Standard message and data rates apply.
Q101.
At least I'll know the studio can hold that many. All right, here we go. Q101's Golden Ticket Blitz Thursday. How about this? Sponsored by our great friends Aurelio's Pizza, celebrating 65 years of memories in every bite. Aurelio's Pizza, it's the sauce. It is the sauce. So 21 Pilots, United Center, every hour we're giving away at the bottom of the hour and qualifying you for Q101's Golden Ticket. I wanted to read, before we even give away this keyword out here, a great post from our current Golden Ticket winner that pretty much describes to a T what this thing is. We can keep talking about Riot Fest to Riot Fest, and all the concerts in between. This is from Chloe, who is the current Golden Ticket winner, okay? Here's what she says. This has been the busiest week of my life for me in a long time. Well, for the life. Metallica Friday and Saturday. Actually, it was Sunday. Leading into Tuesday with Green Day. Friday, I have Creed coming up. Saturday, The Struts. Sunday, Imagine Dragons.
That's a life.
That's her week. That's her week because she is the current Golden Ticket winner, Chloe. She says, I could not be more grateful to have won the Golden Ticket on Q101 Chicago. This has been truly an amazing experience from a pretty awesome radio station. Thank you a million times over. Let's party hard this week. She put the metal sign emoji and a black heart.
Love it.
But that's what look, think of what she did in a week. And she's the Golden Ticket winner. That's what this is all about. That's why you need to text this word RIDE, an easy one, RIDE. Text RIDE to 312-591-8300 for a chance to win. And you get 21 Pilots tickets when you qualify. If you're that winner, that's elite. 21 Pilots, United Center, October 1st. And of course, you're qualified for that Golden Ticket to be like Chloe and have a week of your life. One of the best ones ever. Mm-hmm. Text.
But for like a year.
Yeah. And for a year. Yeah.
Best year ever.
Text RIDE, RIDE, to 312-591-8300 right now for your chance to win.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
We have an unbelievable revelation about trying to fit 4.4 million chicken wings in our studios here with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We'll give you that in about 20 seconds. One of our crew members checked in with some information. We got to figure this out. But before that, I want to remind you, tomorrow here on the show at 7:50 a.m., we will have Riot Mike from Riot Fest on the phone with us to talk about the big news of the last 24 hours as Riot Fest moving back to Douglas Park. There is a statement. I won't read the whole statement right now. I just want to talk to Riot Mike later about it. But this statement bringing back is a very big positive for the city of Chicago and for music fans. Where Riot Fest coming back to Douglas Park, as it was previously announced right here on the show. It was going to Bridgeview. They had to move it out there to SeatGeek Stadium because of the strife and the struggle to keep making this work in the city. So a lot of new information and an incredible experience with Riot Fest on the way. The lineup is insane this year, maybe the best ever. And at 10 a.m. today, the daily lineups will be announced right here through our socials. You'll see it right away when we get it up there. So the daily lineups coming up today at 10 a.m. Now back to a more serious matter, of course.
Okay, thank goodness. I was wrong.
Finally, some real news.
Amen.
Now, we got onto this because Chris Jones, the defensive tackle for the Chiefs, said he'll pay the $1.5 million in chicken wings that a Chicago area woman from Dalton, of the Harvey School District, stole that amount of wings. And we talked about that story yesterday. It's in the podcast. But she's going to jail for 9 years. He can pay that, but it's not going to get her out of jail. Mm-hmm. She stole, and she pled guilty. So that all went down. Now, we determined that was 4.4 million wings, $1.5 million of chicken wings. Mm-hmm. And I would love to see if we could fill this studio with 4.4 million chicken wings. It seems like it would fit easily, floor to ceiling, wall to walls.
Okay.
Now, one of our crew members, Tyler, checked in at 630. I don't know what he does for a living.
Well, he's obviously a genius for a living.
That's his job title.
And he said this. To determine how much space 4.4 million chicken wings would fill, we need to make a few assumptions. Let's assume the average chicken wing takes up about 0.5 square feet of space when laid out flat. This is a rough estimate. Step-by-step calculations he puts up here. Determine the space taken by one chicken wing, 0.5 square feet. Multiply the number of chicken wings by the space each one takes up, which is that number. Then he says 100,000 wings at 0.5 square feet.
4.4 million wings times 0.5 square feet.
I'm sorry,
yeah.
4.4 million wings times 0.5 square feet per wing is 2,050,000 square feet. So,
Okay.
we have to figure out
Square feet. We need square feet.
Yes. And I thought if one wing is 0.5, then the studio clearly is 2 million square feet, right?
I don't know what a square foot is.
What is it, Kenzie?
So a square foot is when it's a square. So you think of a square, it's 4 sides. That's it. And it's a square, so it's a foot. Oh, like a square inch is an inch, and a square foot is a foot. You know what I'm saying? Like a foot all around in a square.
So it's taking the
12 inches, 12 inches, 12 inches, 12 inches, build a square.
Is it the size of a foot? That can't be the size of a foot because a wing isn't that big. So it must be very small. What's a square?
I think he's saying you would need to fit, he probably measured the wings by square inch, but then did the math of how many inches are in a foot.
Seems
because why would you wouldn't go by inches, you'd go by square feet. Like when you could say my house is this many square inches, but you wouldn't because it would be like insane. So you say square feet because inches fit into square inches fit into square feet. You're looking at me like you don't know the words.
I know the words.
Spanish?
I know
Sounds like you're speaking Spanish.
Do you know the words that are coming out of my mouth? I understand. I really am having a hard time understanding if this is 2 million square feet or not.
Well, do we have a reference for what 2 million square feet is?
I just Googled how big is 2 million square feet.
Uh-huh.
And it says a football field is about 300 feet long, 100 yards. So about 3 football fields in length. So now imagine that in both directions as a square. That's 2 million square feet. To give you reference point, Cape Canaveral in Florida, where rockets take off from, is 2 million square feet. And those rockets are about, 15 stories high.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is that we don't have 2 million square feet.
I guess.
Well, I will say when you do the house of that, when you're like, oh, this is the square footage of my house. Like my house is like a few thousand square feet, right?
Yeah.
When you do that,
Sure.
You don't go up though. You don't count like the air. So if you're going to stack the wings upwards too, like this room is not, this is like a few hundred square feet. But if you're also going up, wall to wall, and you're stacking individual wings, there's a lot more available.
That's what I want to do. I want to go floor to ceiling, wall to wall.
I don't know how to measure that.
But they just said that 2 million is the size of Cape Canaveral.
So no.
I guess it's a no.
Here's the good news.
It's like 3 football
fields.
fields.
But they're so tiny, the wings.
We might have to recalculate this because Tyler checked back in. Tyler's the one that gave us the formula on the text line.
Yeah.
He said he's not a genius. He got all of this information from Snapchat AI.
Oh, good Lord.
I don't think that's right now.
Can we get a physics mathematician person to come in the studio and see if we can fit 4 million wings in here?
Should we call NASA? Do you want me to call NASA during the commercial break?
Or at least call Snapchat. I don't know.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
All right, we'll have the keyword one more time for you coming up here in moments. If you missed it at 8:30 for your chance at the Q101 Golden Ticket and 21 Pilots tickets, because today is the Q101 Golden Ticket Blitz Thursday. Every hour, 21 Pilots tickets. So not only through us, but through Lauren's show, through Brian Phillips. Bottom of the hour. So we did it at 8:30. We'll give you that word again in moments. We have Gil Curtis coming up with your headlines again, too. But trying to solve this issue from the story about the woman that stole $1.5 million in chicken wings from the Harvey School District. She went to jail. She's going to jail for 9 years. You can't do that, okay? It's not nice. It's also illegal. So
Steal from the kids' food budget.
That's right. Not good.
During tough times.
Very tough times during the COVID era. So it's got to the point where that's 4.4 million chicken wings. A dumb question. The curiousness of us wants to know if 4.4 million wings could fit in our studios. Boy, this is a hard thing to solve.
Well, everyone's like, you need cubic feet because they're going to stack on top of each other, not square feet. Square feet's flat. Because I was saying that it's not the square footage of this room because it would just be the floor.
Correct. I'd be multiplying it by that. It's got to be floor to ceiling. Because obviously we're not putting 4 million wings on the floor.
Well, of course we're not. That would be ridiculous.
Come on now.
We're not idiots.
I just walked like foot to foot because I have size 13 shoes trying to measure our room. It's about 26 by 21, the length. I can't really get the height, but I know when I stand like this, I'm 8 feet. I think our ceiling's 9 or 10 feet then.
Okay.
So I don't know, again, if that's going to help. But we do have, now Case is called NASA and left a message.
I don't think there's anything getting launched today, so I don't think that they're busy.
And but we do have Carrie, the math nerd / college dropout, checking in. And Carrie, I'm sorry that's how Case labeled you on the phone screener.
Sorry.
So, sorry.
No, that's how I described myself to him.
Oh, okay, good.
Accurate.
Perfect. Can you help us solve this issue then of can we fit 4.4 million chicken wings stacked wall to wall, ceiling to ceiling, or ceiling to the floor in this room?
Yeah, so I got my calculator open, actually. And Kenzie's right. You do want cubic feet because that accounts for height, not just length and width.
Right.
So let's make an assumption that a flat chicken wing is 3 inches long, 1 inch wide, half an inch in height.
Mm-hmm.
So in one cube foot, you could put 12 across, 4 deep, 24 high, which is 1,152 chicken wings per cubed foot.
Okay.
So you said your studio is 21 by 26 and approximately 10.
Let's say that. That's about right.
Okay.
According to
So
my foot.
5460 cubed feet in your studio times 1,152 chicken wings. You could fit, theoretically, 6,289,920 chicken wings in your studio.
Let's go.
Woo, that's what I'm
Let's
talking about. I don't
go.
want to see my seat tomorrow.
Well, here's the thing. There's space left over, according to her. We have more room to spare.
Well,
We could swim.
chicken wings, remember you're going to get a mix of flats and drums, and there's going to be space in between because they're not going to all slot together nicely.
So we need that added space. We have to account for that.
But I think if you were really strategic about your chicken wing placement, you may be able to get $1.5 million worth of chicken wings into your studio somehow.
Thank God, I'm starving.
No, you can't eat them while we're stacking. We need to have that
Why?
because we got to fill all the wings up first. Then you can eat whatever you want.
I'm starving.
Well, this is great news.
Wait until we take a picture of it, Kenzie. Then you can have.
Fine.
Yes. Now the next question is, Carrie, are you free tomorrow?
I can be.
Because we need help stacking these wings in the
We
studio.
need your mathematic when we lay them down next to each other.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, my
I
God.
live out by Kenzie, so she can probably give me a ride to the studio
Ooh,
tomorrow
let's
morning.
carpool.
Let's do it.
Hope you guys stack chicken wings.
Listen, thank you so much. You're a hero. We found out. It took a while, but we found out 4.4 million chicken wings would fit in our studio. Case, get working on that. Then we got to get those wings.
Yeah, you're
You-
busy
All right.
now.
All right. Thank you, Carrie.
Yeah, thank you guys.
The math nerd and college dropout helped out. You didn't do anything yet.
I've been on the phone with NASA. Literally on the phone with NASA.
Did they
And
call
what did you find out, Case?
I left a message.
Oh, it's so not helpful.
I am trying to get in contact with Liz Landau at NASA. She's an astrophysicist that's on their media contact page. I've left a message. I've sent an email. I'm literally contacting NASA.
You should be contacting wing people.
They don't know anything about wings.
We got to get wing. Now, is there a supplier of wings that can bring over 4.4 million wings?
This is the problem, is that I'm worried about the supply.
Well, can you get a hold of the girl in jail and ask how she got them?
Yeah.
Give a phone call.
Should I call Gordon Food Services? Should I call Wingstop?
Yeah, well,
I do love Wingstop.
Yeah, Gordon Foods where she got them, but Wingstop is where we can get them.
Oh, yeah, I do. I like
Well, you know what? To be honest,
the lemon ones.
we're going to have to spread this around.
What do you mean?
Because we're not going to have enough each place. Like, I mean,
Well, that's fine. How about we make a list of the different places we want to try? And then we could order them in the room like that.
so you've got Wingstop, you got Buffalo Wild Wings.
What's some local spots? What's that one wing spot you really like? I want to try it.
Jake Melnick's.
Yeah, I want to try those.
Jake Melnick's wings. Mm-hmm. There's a whole bunch.
I know you know more wing places than this. What's going on?
My head's starting to explode right now thinking about how many wing places we bring in. But the problem is different wing places have different sizes. Hooters wings, like some are really big, and then that might get scary. Then we might not get them all in.
Hold on, the phone's ringing. Let me see if it's NASA real quick.
Okay, go check on that case. In the meantime, the word to text right now is ride. 312-591-8300. Text the word ride for your chance at 21 Pilots tickets and the Q101 golden ticket. So that will get you stuff, concerts, lounges, Lollapalooza, obviously the Riot Fest, and incredible experiences for a year free with Q101. So it's the greatest radio prize of all time. Text RIDE, R-I-D-E, to 312-591-8300 right now. 21 Pilots tickets on the table, and of course, the Q101 golden ticket.
This is not headline news. Oreo and Coca-Cola are collaborating on a chocolate soda with fizzy cookies. Also collaborating, diabetes and heart disease. Harry and Meghan's chief of staff quit after only 3 months. That tells us it must be a lot of work to work for people who never work. Ben Affleck turns 52 today. He won't be spending it with his significant other because Matt Damon's out of town. North Korea will reopen limited international tourism by the end of this year. Their new slogan, what happens in North Korea stays in North Korea, or we block you from getting to the airport. This is not headline news.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
Coldplay for Victoria checking in from Palatine today. Last time I was in Palatine, I went to the Weber Grill headquarters. It was, I just think about steaks when I hear Palatine.
That's awesome.
I know.
That has to be your favorite word now.
Oh, boy. Palatine. Thank you for checking in, Victoria. Appreciate it. There's your Coldplay, Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So it's time for a Riot engagement. Now, we've been doing this every day, and this is the fourth one. This is people that have submitted for the last several weeks why they deserve an engagement ring from our great friends and partners, James & Sons Fine Jewelers, and a chance to get engaged at Riot Fest. So these stories have been coming in. The winner gets a 3-carat oval lab-grown diamond solitaire engagement ring worth $7,500.
That's so awesome.
And a proposal at Riot Fest, thanks to James & Sons. And also you get 2 tickets to Riot Fest. Now, we have talked about how Riot Fest coming back to Douglas Park with the skyline when you're engaged, getting engaged there, and the beautiful park setting is just going to be wonderful. And again, we'll have Riot Mike from Riot Fest on tomorrow at 7:50 to talk more about the recent change to Riot Fest. And at 10 a.m. today, the schedules go out.
Which is awesome.
We know what day everybody's playing, but this will be the specific schedule at 10 a.m., less than an hour away. Okay, so we've read certain ones here, obviously, these stories that people are putting in here. Do you decide at Q101.com who's going to win the engagement ring and the chance to get engaged at Riot Fest? You vote at Q101.com. Okay, so this is today's, and the letter is called Meet Me at Riot Fest. And here we go.
Yeah, I'm excited.
She introduced me to Riot Fest in 2021, and we have been going together ever since.
Which sounds like a keeper.
It does so far. Last couple of years, we had joked about getting eloped at Riot Fest, since it has basically become a staple of our relationship. Little does she know that I've been saving up what little I can to get her an engagement ring, and I'd given her a promise ring now 2 years ago.
Oh.
It's an extra ring, I guess. I never was a promise ring person. I don't know, but some people
want to make a promise.
Well, I think some people, get in the promise ring thing, and then they kind of stay with that. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I never got one and I never gave one.
No, I think it's a good gesture if you know it's going to take you a little bit to save up for a ring. It helps like show.
That's kind of the
sometimes when people are really young, they do it.
Yeah.
But if you're like, listen, this is going to happen. I'm trying to show you like a beginning of that commitment, but I want us to get our ducks in a row or something. I think it's sweet.
Well, hey, I'm all for it. I just didn't do it and I didn't get one. Okay, let's continue with the story.
Okay, let's get back to that.
Whether it be fate, destiny, or just dumb luck, I can't imagine a life without her now. More so than anyone previously. Music has saved our lives countless times, and we have bonded so strongly over music over the years, making playlists for each other and attending Riot Fest and other concerts.
OMG, I love them.
I finally found someone who I want to share everything with, and even if we break out of the nursing home and go to catch some sets at Riot Fest, she's the only one I want to do that with. Oh. Break out of the nursing. Oh, that's a really good one. It's called Meet Me at Riot Fest. That's the letter. Meet Me at Riot Fest.
Okay, I love them. And I'm just going to say this, and I'm not supposed to, but that's my favorite so far. Sorry.
You can do what you want.
Sorry.
You can have an opinion.
That's my favorite so far. And so, but you guys get to pick your favorite. So these are actually up on Q101.com, and people have submitted their stories, and you get to vote for your favorite. So whether you know some of these people, so you want to go ahead and vote for them, or honestly, just let this be your good deed of the day, because you have to think, these are people who really want to get engaged. They all have a special reason why they want it to be at Riot Fest. They are waiting on pins and needles to find out right now if they're going to be the winner of this. These are life-changing moments. It's who you're proposing to. So let your good deed of the day be spending, I don't know, about a minute and a half just going out to the website and voting for your favorite one, because it's going to mean the world to whoever gets to win.
They're very short stories on there, and we've been through 4 of them, so you can go, that's if you like that one, go read the other ones and decide who you want to win the $7,500 engagement ring and tickets to Riot Fest to get engaged at Riot Fest from James & Sons Fine Jewelers and, of course, Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Now, coming up here in just about 10 minutes at 9:20, we'll give you the key word that's active right now for the Q101 Golden Ticket Blitz. That is 21 Pilots tickets and qualifying for the Golden Ticket, which goes from Riot Fest to Riot Fest. Everything in between that Q101 does, you will be there. You have passes. You have access. And then we have another word coming up at 9:30. So plenty of chances to enter coming up for the most amazing contest in radio history.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Now is your chance to qualify for the Golden Ticket. Please don't text and drive. Standard message and data rates apply.
Q101.
Well, here we go. It's your next opportunity every hour, bottom of the hour, at 21 Pilots tickets and the Q101 Golden Ticket. It's the Q101 Golden Ticket Blitz here on this Thursday, sponsored by Aurelio's Pizza, celebrating 65 years of memories in every bite. Aurelio's Pizza, it is the sauce.
Period. Love it.
Oh, so good, the sauce. So here's the word to text. Text stress. STRESS.
Well, that's just fitting for life.
To 312-591-8300. Text that word for your chance at 21 Pilots, the UC, the Madhouse on October 1st from our great friends at Live Nation and, of course, Q101. So you also qualify for the Golden Ticket, which is Riot Fest to Riot Fest. Everything we do from this year's Riot Fest to next year's, all the way through. It's one of the most elite prizes, if not the, in radio history right here with Q101, and we give it to you because we want to take care of you. We know you love music and you want to get involved in some way you can, and we know you're running out of money with all the shows in August. This week alone is out of control.
It's insane. This week is almost mind-blowing.
I mean, again, when you look at this post from Chloe, the current Golden Ticket winner, she put this up, and it was so beautiful. She put it up yesterday, and Chloe said, "This has been the busiest week for me in a long time." Used about 17 O's in there. Metallica Friday and Sunday, leading to Tuesday with Green Day and Pumpkins. This Friday, Creed. Saturday, The Struts. Sunday, Imagine Dragons.
Oh my gosh. Could you imagine like how fun it is to be like, this is a slammed week for me, but it's concerts. Most people are like, I have to turn in this report. I have to do this. And
Yeah.
it's just like, I'm stressed out, man. I just have way too many shows to go to and spend no money.
I love Chloe. She says, "I could not be more grateful to have won the Golden Ticket from Q101. This has truly been an amazing experience and a pretty awesome radio station. Thank you a million times over. Let's party hard this week," with the metal emoji, the metal fingers,
Oh, I
the
love it. Rock
horns
on.
up.
The rock on.
Yeah, rock on. Just a sentimental message like that makes me think about what you did yesterday, Kenzie. You went to the Ronald McDonald House yesterday.
Oh my gosh. So this was my first time visiting a Ronald McDonald House. Obviously something that I think we've all heard of before, been aware of, but me and my husband Roman, we were invited to the one right over here on Grand Avenue. It's very close to the station.
Yeah.
And when it opened, it was the biggest one they had ever built. Now it's not to this day, which is just a testament of how this charity keeps growing. But when this one right here on Grand opened, it was the biggest Ronald McDonald House that had ever been opened. It was incredible. So I knew, okay, they help, families, sick children, like just kind of the common knowledge of it. The things that the Ronald McDonald House provides are just unbelievable. So basically, whether your child is inpatient or outpatient, you can stay there. But if your child is inpatient, then it helps you also be super close to them. It's just right down the street from the hospital, obviously Lurie's and everything, right? So it allows these families to be close. They provide meals. They obviously you can stay in a room as long as you need to. So that was my question. He goes, right now we always have a waiting list of about 20 to 25 families. And I go, okay, but every day do you have to check in and try to get a room? He goes, no, once a family gets into the Ronald McDonald House, they are there for as long as they need to be, no questions asked. He goes, we've had families stay for 2 years.
Incredible.
That's providing meals, and obviously you don't pay rent or anything to stay there. That there's a lot like laundry service in there. There's common areas. They have family events every single night, whether they're playing movies and just incredible things because they want to create a positive environment for the family as much as they can. Obviously, the child and what they're going through. But there's a lot of siblings there also.
Yeah.
And kids are smart and they pick up on things. So this helps the children have a little bit of a normal life when they have these family events. One of the coolest things I saw is they have a toy closet. So every time a kid comes in, the siblings as well as maybe the patient, right? They get to the Ronald McDonald House. They get to go choose a brand new toy from the toy closet to keep that is theirs. And unfortunately, there's children, who've had to come back to the Ronald McDonald House. And they've said that on the way there, they're like, I get to go into the toy closet on their way back. And it's just such a heartwarming thing. What they're doing is amazing. Everything is basically volunteer-based. These meals are being donated. They provide 3 meals a day. They provide snacks. There's snack closets.
Yeah.
Everything is taken care of for these families. I even forgot there was this huge mail room. And I'm like, I have a mail room here. He goes, yeah, we have people up to 2 years. So we get their mail forwarded here. The details they come up with around the holidays, they always set up these really cool areas where parents can come and pick out presents, and there's a wrapping station, all that, so they can still create the holidays for their kids. They think of everything, and they take care of these families and truly make them feel at home. And I was just blown away by the amount of detail. I'm like, oh, you get to stay here. I always thought that the detail that they put in to these families' lives and how life-changing it is. The kids that I got to meet yesterday, they literally love being there. They're running around, smiling, playing. It's unbelievable. And I am actually going to be hosting August 24th. It's at 5 p.m. at the Schaumburg Boomer Stadium. Our guys over there.
Feel the boom.
It is a charity slow pitch softball game put on by the Bear Family McDonald restaurants. They own a ton of the McDonald's, and 100% of the proceeds are going to go to the Ronald McDonald House.
That's amazing.
100%. So it's really cool. It's $5 a ticket. That's it. You get to see the baseball game. There's all these cool things set up for kids. They usually get to like run the bases and do fun things after. So it's really cool. That's 2 Saturdays from now, August 24th.
Yep. That's amazing. I'm so glad you did that. And thanks for sharing that. And listen, when I go to McDonald's, I have the app, of course. You got to download the app. You get so many deals. You don't realize how many points you get in food when you go to McDonald's. And then you go
they have an awesome app.
And you go to the screen and you hit your code there. But they always say at the end, do you want to round up like 37 cents, let's say, on your order for the Ronald McDonald House charities? And, everybody asks you that kind of stuff now, and you get suspicious. With that one, hit the round up. It's not I always hit it up there to help out the Ronald McDonald House. So do that. Just round up 37 cents or 60 cents to the next dollar, because that's what it does. All the things Kenzie just said, that's what helps fund that. It's
a beautiful place filled with beautiful people.
Hell
and
yes.
I was really, really blown away by it.
Right on. Well, listen, we're going to keep going here. We'll get to your takeaways here in a second. Remember, keep texting STRESS to 312-591-8300 because the Ronald McDonald House takes stress out of it, by the way.
There you go. Yeah.
A lot of lives of people are having some real stuff going on. STRESS. 312-591-8300. Text that right now for your chance at 21 Pilots tickets and the Q101 golden ticket.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Yes, 21 pilots keep texting stress right now to 312-591-8300. That's your chance at 21 pilots tickets at the UC at the Madhouse on October 1st from our great friends at Live Nation. And you qualify for Q101's golden ticket because today is Q101 Golden Ticket Blitz Thursday. Every hour, 21 pilots tickets at the bottom of the hour. So that word is active until 10:30. Lauren's coming in, but that's word stress to 312-591-8300. Texting that is active for about 45 more minutes at the chance at the 21 pilots tickets and the golden ticket, which is sponsored by Aurelio's Pizza. So, a lot's going on. We understand. Listen, Q101.com and all of our socials have all this information, including in 15 minutes. The daily lineups of Riot Fest will be dropped, and Lauren will have that for you, too, at 10 a.m. So we already know the bands. We already know what days they're playing, but the daily schedule lineup is coming out at 10 a.m. Stoked for that. Case, what do you got on the text line for a takeaway?
Joe the Roofer checked in his takeaway. You can drop out of school and still solve chicken wing math.
Everybody should drop out right now for that. It's just if you want that skill.
Well, it proves that you don't need it. You know? That's what it said about the schooling.
That's right. It's really more street smart than book smart when you think about it.
Absolutely.
That's my life. Kenzie, what do you got?
Brad from Naperville. My takeaway is NASA blocked Q101.
That's not true.
We just wanted a little help. Don't see what the big deal is.
And finally, 630, Adam the electrician, local 134, whoop, whoop. Takeaway. Bono and William Wallace got the snakes out of Ireland.
Only good thing Bono did.
Hey!
He did a lot. William Wallace, man, what a guy, huh?
Yeah, who knew that? There you go. Then, case of the podcast, what we got?
Oh, my goodness. Well, nobody panicked, but we're all doomed. We learned that at 8 o'clock this morning.
Such a blanket statement.
So, that's what's up there. At 7 o'clock, Brian was forced to apologize for something he did during the show. We have that apology on the podcast.
Very rare.
I know, very rare, but I'm very glad you did it. I think as a community, we can finally move forward. Brian and Kenzie reacted to the Douglas Park news, the Riot Fest, moving back to Douglas Park news that happened this morning. We'll have Riot Mike joining the show live at 7:50 tomorrow morning. And then finally, if you want to know if we can fit 4 million chicken wings in this studio, I called NASA. We talked to college dropouts. We talked to mechanical engineers. That conversation, a Hall of Fame Brian and Kenzie conversation. It is just about to go up on the Brian and Kenzie podcast.
That's the Brian and Kenzie podcast. Anywhere you get your podcast, Q101.com. Go check it out.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.